Well, we are nearly at the end of the course. This final lesson is actually one of the most important. We need to talk about your health and safety. For this lesson, we collaborated with the Free Speech Coalition so that we could provide you the best resources you need to stay safe and healthy on and off set. The Free Speech Coalition is a nonprofit trade association for the adult industry. They work to protect the rights and freedoms of the adult industry so that we all prosper in ways that sovereignty is recognized, sexual expression is destigmatized, and sex work is decriminalized. Now, in terms of health and safety, let's first talk about your physical safety. Performers working in the adult industry are tested every 2 weeks for a full slate of STIs, including HIV, chlamydia, gonorrhea, hepatitis, and syphilis. No matter whether you're working on an adult set or doing a content trade in your own home with another influencer, anyone you have any contact with should have a full, cleared test done within the past 14 days. The adult industry uses a system known as PASS, P-A-S-S, Performer Availability Screening Services. That allows you or your partners to easily verify if someone has been tested recently and tested clear of all STIs. For those shooting outside the US or in areas where PASS affiliated labs are not available, verifying status via paper or digital test may be the only option. However, you should always be aware that paper or digital tests are vulnerable to forgeries. Now, times are kind of strange, so we also have the additional testing that the FSC recommends for COVID. The Free Speech Coalition Preliminary Health and Safety Guidelines for Adult Film Production recommend a COVID-19 PCR test 1 to 2 days prior to each shoot in order to reduce risk. But that timeline isn't mandatory. Some companies and producers require 24-hour tests, but others may not. We have few guarantees with COVID, so as a performer or a producer, you'll have to determine that tolerance at your own risk. The Free Speech Coalition labs are all adding COVID tests, which appears separately in the PASS database. If you do test positive for COVID, you will not be cleared to work. For further information on performer testing, visit www.freespeechcoalition.com/programs/PASS. Or you can check out fscpass.com/about_us to find out more. We should all feel empowered to advocate for our own sexual health. So ask questions and seek knowledge, and always verify availability with PASS. Whether you're new to the industry or you're a seasoned veteran, it's important to educate yourself on what sexually transmitted diseases and infections you may encounter and adopt best practices for your own sexual health and the health of others. Finally, don't allow ignorance to take root. It's important to encourage fact-based, honest, and discreet conversation about your own sexual health and testing history, without ever engaging in shaming or stigmatizing those who have had STIs and or are living with HIV or other curable but treatable infections. Aside from your physical health and making sure you're working with tested creators, you also want to take special care of your mental and emotional health. Adult influencers can sometimes face stigma, harassment, or shame, either online or in real life, surrounding the work that they do. Unfortunately, when performers do seek help, it's common to encounter therapists who bring shame or stigma into the conversation with those in our business. Pineapple Support is a nonprofit organization that connects those working in the adult industry with free or low-cost mental health services focused on sex workers. It is a great resource when you feel like you need to talk to someone who really understands what you're going through. Your mental health should always be a priority to you, and Pineapple Support is a wonderful support system, especially to creators who may not have one available to them. I encourage you to visit and bookmark pineapplesupport.org so that you know exactly where to turn in a moment's notice. The Free Speech Coalition also has resources available to you. at freespeechcoalition.com/programs/mental health. The last conversation I want to leave you with is about consent, the single most powerful word in sex work. Whether you're working on a set or with another influencer in your own bedroom, consent is crucial. Spend time discussing what you are and aren't comfortable with prior to beginning any activity. Also, provide safe words to stop or pause shooting should anything become uncomfortable. Consent is not a single decision, but an ongoing conversation throughout the duration of filming. It is very important to openly discuss what is on your no list, as well as what the other performer's no list contains. Be specific and thorough in this conversation. Many organizations and companies in the adult industry have created resources to help people better communicate consent, including checklists and rights documents, which can sometimes ease the consent conversation for those who find it a little more difficult to have. You can find those checklists at freespeechcoalition.com/programs/performer-rights-consent. Your health and safety should always be the priority in every content creating situation. Don't sacrifice your integrity or your comfort for any reason, just as you wouldn't expect a fellow performer to sacrifice or jeopardize their own. Our community is a very tight-knit one. We empower each other, lift each other up, and help each other thrive. It is a delicate ecosystem of business-minded entrepreneurs creating the futures that most only dream of. You should feel empowered, excited, and prepared to start this new chapter of your career. In the next video, we're going to go over all of the ways to get additional support from FinCentro, exactly when and where you need it. So go ahead and head over to that video now, and I'll meet you there.